Hello, North Shore Steak. This is Lance Camaro, the North Shore Steak Sunday School Presidency, and I'm here to do a little quick short video on how to use Zoom, or at least how to get Zoom started for a particular class or lesson. And so today, what I'd like to do, by the way, before we get started, we have now gotten authorization to create YouTube accounts, this YouTube account rather, for the Steak Sunday School. And so what you want to do is go to YouTube. And as you go to YouTube, you want to you search right in here. You want to search, and you want to search North Shore Steak or North Shore Steak Sunday School. And then when you click on that, you'll see our video here. And when you see this, the North Shore Steak, go ahead and click the subscribe button, and you can even get notifications for when we get new videos put up. And these will just be short training videos on how to use, how to do different things with regards to teaching, whether it be Sunday school, priesthood, Relief Society, young men's and young women's, or whatever it be. Since we are currently doing all of our Sunday schools and all other classes via virtual media right now. That's this. We thought we'd give some training on how to do this, and we'll have some other trainings as well as we move forward into the future. But let me share with you a little bit about what it's like, how to get going with a Zoom account. When you go and you create your Zoom meeting, this is what you will see. You can see you set up your Zoom ID, and you get 40 minutes for free. You can set up your own. You don't have to use your wards, but your wards should have one that they can use as well. And then what you want to do is, as you get it, you want to click right here. You see that little add button, and you can do this throughout the week. So if you're teaching on Sunday and it's a Wednesday and you want to create your meeting, go ahead and click right here, and that way it'll take you to this screen right here. And this screen will allow you to name your meeting. You can alter that meeting right there, the name of it. You can alter the time, the date, and create how long it'll last. And if you're the Sunday schools and priesthood relief societies and young men's and young women's are lasting about 30 minutes is what we're doing. And so you can change that for however you wanted to do it. Now you can, right here, as you get to the meeting ID, you can create one that says generate automatically. If you do that, that's just fine. Just know that it will require you to have a passcode, and it'll set up its own passcode. And that's not going to mess up anything. If you decide to do that, that won't foul you up at all. And what it is anyone who wants to get in that meeting will have to type in that particular passcode, and that's the random passcode that Zoom creates. But it will be available on this meeting schedule, and you can take this meeting once you create it. Once you go down and click save right down here, you can copy and send it out to all the people you're going to teach, and it will include in there that passcode. So all they have to do is click on that link, and they're in your meeting when you have your meeting time. Or you can do what I do and just have, if you have your own personal meeting ID. And one of the benefits of that is that your number will always change. Or sorry, I beg your pardon, opposite of that. Your number will never change. And so this is my personal meeting ID. It's 10 numbers. It might be 9, it might be 11, depends on how many people have signed up for Zoom and how many numbers they have. If you use your personal meeting ID, then you can decide whether or not to use a passcode or a waiting room, and then you can just send out a notice saying Zoom Sunday school at 1:30, and the ID is this, and they just type it in, and they can go to zoom.com and jump on from anywhere. Then once you click save, after you've created your meeting, and this can, again, does not have to be done in right at the meeting. It can be done well in advance. It will pull up this, and once you get this, then you can copy this invitation, and then you can send it via email or text to whoever you need to send it to. And then it will also even add it into the calendar. Back here in my calendar, you can even add it back here in your calendar as well. And when you're ready to get going, all you get on this screen right here is you just click the start button right here. Once that's going, you just click that start button, and you're rocking and rolling. And then it'll pull up this screen right here. And this is my default screen. This is a still picture, right? If you don't have a picture that you can put on, then it'll just put your name, or you can just set up your own picture. For those of you who are not familiar with Zoom, when you're here, you want to start your video, and you also want to make sure that you're unmuted yourself. I'm recording this just by myself, so there's only one participant here. But when people start logging in, you'll start to see. And if you click on that, this participants list on the right-hand side, it will give you a list of all who's there. If you ever needed to take a roll or anything like that, that would be a good way to do it. As well, if you wanted to change your security, for instance, if you wanted to create a waiting room so that people who are up to no good can't get in, then you can do that. If you want to have a chat, chat is a great option to type in certain things. For some, when I teach my students in seminary, sometimes their microphone doesn't work, and so they'll have to use the chat option. And you can also send private messages to individuals through the chat as well that no one else can see. And then you can record it as well. Be careful about posting recordings of your Zoom publicly without your bishop's consent. You can do breakout rooms, which are useful for if you want to have different people talk about different things for a certain period of time. You can even have reactions, and reactions kind of fun. You can give applause or thumbs up or things like that. But the one that's probably going to be the most commonly used for these teachers is right here, this one right here in the middle. And this is the share screen. And the share screen is only the creator of the meeting, or who is known as the host, or anyone that person makes a co-host can share anything. And when you click on that share button, it's going to bring up something like this. And typically what I'll do is like this probably looks very panicky here as you look here. Let me put up a laser pointer here. But as you see all this is probably like, which one should I do? Just probably start with this one right here, this desktop one. That is everything that you see, they will be able to see. And then when you get down here, so you make sure that one's all highlighted in blue, just like it is right there. Then you may want to click right here, especially if you're using a video. If you're using a video, you want to click these two buttons. And actually, if you just click on this one right here, it'll automatically click this one. And then once you click that, then you boom, go right here to the share, and you're rocking and rolling. And you're sharing your screen with whatever it is. Now, when you click on that, the next thing that'll pop up is this. And that's my own personal meeting. And I don't know why Zoom does this, but what you just do over here is just go over to the side, take your cursor over to the side, and then just hit your button and click your button, and it'll disappear, and boom, you're ready to go. Most often people will use some type of a PowerPoint or slide or keynote or something like that. And that is a great way to show your screen. Now, if you wanted to do a slideshow like I am doing right now, you'll notice, like for me, I'm using a Mac, by the way, a Mac laptop computer, Apple computer. And it's different for each, if you have a PC or if you're using an iPad, etc. But you may notice that this thing right here is in the way because I have to click on slideshow, which is back in here. And this thing right here is in the way. If you click on it, you can actually move it. Like I don't know, well, you probably can't see that, but you can click it and move that out of the way. And so you can get it where you need it to go. And that is the end of our short training today. Okay, so wish you all the best. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. I am Lance Camaro. Brother Dan Johns is our Sunday school president, and you can reach out to him or I or your bishop, and we can answer any questions you might have.